is me, Ruowen Huang. Before I begin, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. Have you ever wondered what is spiritual? You know, when I was young, this word is really not that popular. But in the past 10 or 20 years, you realize it's almost everybody you talk to, they talk about energy, they talk about spirits, they talk about being spiritual, or what you know since you were a kid, you know, got a good degree, make some money, find a good job, then get married, find a good girlfriend, and have kids, then have your own career. And all of a sudden, everything seems to go into the places. And all of a sudden, one of your partner want to be spiritual. It's like the moment they decide to be spiritual, they wipe everything they know since their childhood down to the garbage. And then they start complaining you are not spiritual enough, or you start complaining they are not human enough. Oh well, you know where I'm going with this. So anyway, I just thought this would be a great episode for me to talk about what is spiritual. Like really, what is a spiritual? Like it sounds so high up there, sounds so not practical. People don't really know what they're doing. And then all of a sudden, when they are spiritual, there's crystal involved, you know, Ho'oponopono involved. You cannot even pronounce the name properly. Or, you know, they are meditation. They are vegetarian, blah, 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 blah. Because all of a sudden, they are becoming spiritual. Before I get into the involved, I myself, a psychic, take me a big loop to come back and really see what is this all about. I used to believe spiritual means everything else I see that human doesn't see. It took me a really long time to realize it's not so. Spiritual, as simple as it is your spirit, who you are, what you are. Why all of a sudden people get into spirituality, they talk about being themselves, love themselves. Yes, and then you're sitting there thinking what you were not yourself before. So if you are not who you were, did I fall in love with the person I think it is? Or did I really fall in love with you? Now I'm very confused by spirituality. What the heck is that? You see, if you see what I see, and I'm not expecting all of you to agree with me, understand everything I share with you, my personal opinion. And I see very limited things, right? I haven't gone to the galaxy and beyond yet. So if you see what I see, you will understand one golden rule that is called so don't die. Yes, yeah, I get it. Maybe they go to be with the Father up there. Or maybe they just stay in the heaven, or maybe they just gone. But from what I see, so don't die. Because so don't die, and then they go through reincarnation. After reincarnation, there is a personality that is going to build or create accordingly. So due to different things that they encounter in different year, like different life or different incarnation, they will slowly train a personality of that spiritual spirit. So really, what I start to realize is what called spiritual is a characteristic of that spirit. That is that spirit's personality, that spirit's characteristic. If one soul is come to be very aware of the existence of beyond this particular life, he or she may then start able to accelerate their potential or use their potential in the proper place due to the experience that they had before. So in order to do that, they need to have a lot of awareness. They need to be aware what they were doing. So instead of doing what they were told what to do, you will start to realize this whole spirituality journey, or a path to figure themselves out, it's not necessary about what you do, what religions you pick, or anything, but more a path of one's slowly figure out who they are. So that's why you will start to hear me mention in so many episodes before, being spiritual is not you have a ceremony to do that make you different. Being spiritual is simply when you come to this awakening or come to this awareness like, oh, I may not be doing what now we're not talking about simply identity, but I'm not doing how this spirits want to achieve or want to do. You know what I mean? The reason you will realize a lot of people when you come, get married, get settled, and all of a sudden they change, that's probably due to because we were raised under the society, no matter, East or West, we were raised under certain expectation how life should run. That we also, thanks to all the industrial history that we have, assuming every single person are like the same, like a factory product. Therefore, we would expect in order to have a wonderful life, a good life, this is what you should be. So due to we live to always try to achieve or meet other people's expectation, therefore, we're not necessarily following our heart or what our spirits truly want to do. Then again, I say, lucky for us, our new generations become more aware. Our new generation, or this generation, the parents no longer try to force their kids to follow the standard. As you will see, probably many out there, sometimes too much, is the parents believe kids should just be free run. Like chicken. If you free run, it'll be great. So due to that, people come to be more aware. People are more aware and listen to their heart, listen to their instinct, and using that sensation more. Therefore, you will start to realize it seems to have psychic popping all over the place. When you were young, psychic probably once every 1,000 people. Now it's probably once every 2 people that you meet. Oh, they claim they are some kind of psychic. They can feel, sense the energy. At least we've been talking about energy for the past 5 or 10 years. You will see energy just like, hey, the air here smells bad. Oh, that person got really bad energy. I can feel it. You know what I mean? Every muscle need to be trained, and so as energy we're trained to feel. So anyway, this particular episode is really just my personal opinion to share with you all about what is spiritual. I mean, I really know, just due to the topic I talk to those people all the time. Okay, so what I'm saying is when people talk spiritual, it almost make you feel like, hey, you were here, now all of a sudden this person talks spiritual, they're right there. It's really not so. I mean, well, I used to believe so, but it's really not so. But then what I start to realize it is every spirit, that including you, will have a characteristic or personality or that is built or create or trained throughout the life that you have been reincarnated. So, through that, we learn our task, we learn our strength, we learn our weakness. But when we come to this life, we tend to forget it all. We believe there's a certain way to live life, and very often we suppress ourselves or lose ourselves under other people's expectation. Therefore, when all of a sudden, see, you understand, if everybody can live that kind of life, that would be great, but it's really, no one is truly happy, you know what I mean? No one is truly happy. So I guess it's like a balloon, it continuously blowing the air in without knowing its limit. Eventually it's gonna blow. So that is also why you will seem like people go to a certain age, and I already give you a time frame, somewhere between 35 to 45. People have the need and desire to search spirituality, because to get more in tune of who they are, what they are, and what they can do and what they can achieve. So, it's okay, but it sounds crazy sometimes, but it's just a periodical. So once they get over it. They will come back to normal. Be patient a little bit, but understand, even if you don't talk about spirituality all the time, even though you are carnivore, you don't meditate, but you go for a jog or something like that, that could be also another form of spirituality. Anything that can push you or help you to figure out more about yourself, to be more in tune about yourself, to be more aligned with yourself, can all be called spiritual or spirituality. Okay, so anyway, hope that answered my question. If not, doesn't matter. I have more to share. So again, if you love what I'm doing, you can always join me live on Facebook or go to subscribe my YouTube channel or my website at ruowen.com. Till then, next time. Bye.